Ci siamo? Pare di sì. Ok. Sì, continua con The Elder Worlds 2. Non sto essendo un grande fan per ora. Vediamo come procede la storia da qui in avanti.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that. Yes, and if she doesn't know we're coming, we may have the upper hand. Still, we do well not to underestimate her.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander.
Yeah, not getting ourselves blown to pieces is preferable. Can't recommend the experience myself.
Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? I'm not asking. I'm telling. You've got to let me...
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility.
E lei chi è? Ah, è la tizia con il cappuccio.
Still too many corporate bootlickers drawing air around here for my taste.
Sarò onesto, di questi personaggi non me ne frega veramente un cazzo. Perché pinga, Dorado? Tanto dobbiamo andare qui, mi pare di capire.
Careful now. You sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy?
Che è successo? Per un attimo. Facciamo un piccolo F5, non si sa mai. Facciamo venire Niles, non so, magari poi si lamenta.
Time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to
Good
the breeze.
evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. That said, it is deeply regrettable that matters on Golden Ridge have not been resolved. But I will now graciously allow the Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders the floor.
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow councilors share those grievances, but we are here in good faith. Peace between us will allow us to contend with the rifts, the true threat.
Qualche segreto? No? Ok.
Be still, Cadre. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize...
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander.
You'll do no such thing. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? No. I mean, yes. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. How can you say that without knowing me? And mean it? Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and that's my end of the agreement upheld.
Ok.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Sono un attimo confuso dalla conformazione della mappa. Possiamo passare di qua. Che effetto strano
No
questo.
way through that fence except in pieces. Let's find another way around.
Mhm.
This unit has re-identified the incognito from its current position.
Ok. Ok. Tanto non blocco.
We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like killing a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, Guide, is as ineffective as you've suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your
Dove...
reputation for putting profits over people.
Come...
Instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Che non ci posso parlare, tra l'altro. Che sull'ascensore?
Now's not really the time for a chat. You need something?
Ah, no. Non ho capito allora perché abbiamo preso quel... È possibile, era letteralmente qui accanto, però. A che sarebbe servito tenerlo? Serve più avanti?
Be advised. Station security forces are under hostile control.
Current cover position. Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Right, fammi visto adesso. Credo abbiano la stessa idea dei bot che puliscono in The Other Worlds 1. Dove sono i nemici? Oh, guarda.
Security level 1.
Enthusiastic.
Neutralizing unfriendlies.
Entering a confrontational state. Making emergency protocols.
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I have doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming this for all of your past failures. The mere belief in our arrival years ago sent you into a dizzy.
Che noioso sta parte.
According to my analysis, neither of our... enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
Che è stato quel suono?
Time to lollygag.
Un po' di ammo che ci servivano. Ok, questa era la porta chiusa. Tanto padding comunque. Oh. Questo livello è gigantesco ma per nessuna ragione.
Multiple indicators suggest contact with the enemy may be imminent.
Allora salvo, che ti devo dire?
Confirm your threat.
You'll go no further, infidel. This next shot won't miss.
Quindi dovevano vedermi per forza.
Dispensing life-preserving medicine.
Meat solution.
Ma avrebbe ucciso se mi avesse colpito.
Sequencing attack strategies. Negative.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
Emergency protocol.
Va bene?
I can hear you scampering around. You still look right over there. Things take time, Commander.
Medical assistance.
E muori.
Engaging hostile life forms.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Sono ancora due cecchini. Ok. Non è vero, dai. Ah. Da dove? Dall'inizio, Dio cane. Come non gli ho preso la testa. Vecchio, si vede solo la... Ok.
This next shot won't miss. What are you doing?
This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being.
Non vedo niente, non si vede dove si mira questa cosa.
Emergency protocols ready.
Ah, no, ok. Salviamo qua così almeno.
Entering a confrontational state.
Massive damage, 15.
Negative.
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having to freeze in our crosshairs.
Sì, sì.
Finally.
Guarda, vorrei che il gioco finisse qui, ma non credo che...
alliance. And yet, our parties will still be at each other's throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to... will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, then unity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule?
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Let's speed this up. We can't have got law before DeVries goes through with the plan.
For Arcadians, we actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Oh, certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip. I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Whoever wins the war will control Arcadia. And once control is seized, it's only a matter of time before attention turns to closing the rifts and learning how to control them. Controlling these rifts leads to absolute power. And under no circumstances can the Order share that with Auntie's Choice. It's as if they deny how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's... law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. No. I saw their models. The Protectorate and all their ignorance would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable.
Sì, ma quindi... Cioè, a me sembra solo una dogmatica impazzita. Diciamo così.
You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are. How they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just... enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and there ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. No, it wasn't just talk, but I never thought she'd turn into this. Fine. I'll follow your lead. Just don't ask me to forgive her, Commander. It ain't in me. Not after all she's done.
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself.
Questo forse è un buon modo per convincerla.
Negotiations are shaky, it's true. But if either side is desperate enough, they'll make an appeal too good to turn down. The deaths of their envoys would sour that. If I can do anything to put doubt in either faction's mind, I'll do it. You were an Earth Directorate agent once, so you understand the need to be thorough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to... Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does... maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but Hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here. Wait, what in the void is that?
Questa è l'allarme dell'impero, cos'è?
Station's not gonna hold up against that rip for long. We need to get back to the incognito now.
Come faccio a zoomare? Si attiva con mischia rapida con il fuoco mirato.
Not ready. Please try again later.
Follow me, quick!
C'è qualcosa?
Station integrity failing. Escape window narrowing.
Achoo! Achoo!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final
Questa è una voce
stages.
molto
If
simile a
you
quella di
see a
Phineas
rift
del
that
primo.
looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander, the full parameters are as the agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies I have also detected competing. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the interstitial. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad. The archive is the largest and most powerful computer in existence. Control over the archive. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive and may be open to working with you to Coincidentally, both delegates also escape. It seems they feel they owe you their lives. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is head. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in report on board the ACS. It appears you.
Andiamo su Predator.
Commander, word? What happened back there? We had her cornered. Bullets chambered. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw. Of course you do. Because law forbid you show remorse.
Rimorso per cosa? Per non aver ucciso una persona?
Let's just end things there. For now.
The fuck? Che rimorso dovrei provare?
You'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. Assuming DeVries sticks to her change of... There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded and wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it?
Non c'è, no. 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 5. No, non credo che l'universo stia cercando di dirci qualcosa.
I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. That's some confidence there. Just be careful. She's a shrewd still, whether... Anyway, appreciate you here.
Short-range transmission just came in. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust easy. Anyway, much obliged.
The structure in the distance matches the description of the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. The rift modulator should lie within. Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Boh, non... Mi sa che lo droppo, non mi sta veramente più fregando un cazzo di niente. Gli ho dato anche troppe ore. Non... Tutto così dilungato inutilmente. Continuo a dire, uno dei motivi per cui The Other Worlds 1 era interessante, perché aveva queste dinamiche. Intanto perché era più breve. Se fosse durato 10 ore in più, quel gioco sarebbe diventato una palla a un certo punto. Questo è diventato una palla all'inizio, figurati, questo dura di più ed è più grande, ha più roba, basta. Non so, il combat non mi sembra chissà che. Hanno migliorato lo shooting in sé, proprio sparare con le armi, il feedback delle armi, tolto qualche problema con l'HUD o con questi mirini metallici che coprono le cose. Ma il gameplay in sé non è migliorato. Lo stealth non. Boh. Tanto voleva non metterlo. Quei perk che sembravano interessanti non lo sono. Tanto meno quelli di quando livelli. I companion non sono per nulla interessanti. Non c'è. È un'opera vuota. Abbiamo fatto il 2 perché dovevamo fare il 2. Ma. Vabbè, lo droppo. E vedrò cos'altro c'è sul pass. Addio.